Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am extremely excited for today's video because I have a ton of new makeup in front of me. It's been a hot minute since I've done a trying new makeup video. When I tell y'all, I cannot wait to dive into this video. You already know the drill. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. We need a little bit of lip prep. I have the Ola Henriksen Pout Preserve Lip Treatment. This is in the shade Peach Glaze. And when I tell y'all, this smells and tastes so delicious. It smells like fresh peaches and I love, love, love it. It honestly pretty much looks clear on the lips. So if you're worried about it having like a weird tint to it, it doesn't. These feel like a literal treatment. They feel like a lip mask. They really cushion the lips. It has great hydration on the lips and it stays on the lips for a really long time as well. So I love these. These are amazing. And the peach one is definitely up there with one of my favorite scents that they've come out with. I have some new eyeshadow palettes. Oden's Eye just dropped a new collection. So basically this is the Alvina series that's inspired by all of the seasons. So this is the spring palette. Mind you, these palettes don't look like exactly what you would think for certain seasons, but you'll see. It's very pastel, very, very pretty. This has a little bit of depth in it. We have this purple and this brown here, but I'm looking at this and I feel like this might be a companion palette for me. I'm probably gonna have to pull in other palettes to use this with because it is on the lighter side with all the pastels. Then we have the summer palette, and I have to say this one is one of my favorites. I am a sucker for a blue eyeshadow. You all know this, so I've already tapped into this multiple times. I wanted to use this today, but since I've used it so much already, I'm not gonna use that one today. This is the autumn palette here. This is one of those palettes I was saying doesn't really look like what you would think a autumn palette would look like. I was expecting like oranges, you know, like the classic fall type of color story. This is a very, very different take for an autumn palette, but I do love me some green eyeshadow. Lastly, we have the winter palette, and this is also one of my favorites. I have tapped into this one as well. I love the purples in here. The winter and the summer palettes are my two favorites in the collection, and I've tapped into these multiple times. I've already created a ton of different looks. I am gonna pop up one of the looks on the screen that I just fell in love with. I am pinked out today. I'm wearing so much pink, so I think I want to play with the spring palette today and just see what I can create with this. I hope y'all went and grabbed a snack and a drink because we're probably gonna be here for a minute because there's just so much to get into. And I'm so excited. Makeup has been so exciting again, and I'm just loving every bit of it. This is the shade Flavor that I'm gonna start off with. Oh, darn it. Already put it on the eyes and I'm like, oh, it's a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Like a lot lighter. Since it is on the lighter side, I'm gonna pack to blend. And I guess we'll just use this as a transition shade all on the lid. Taking this brown in here. It's not what I wanted to do, but it'll do. I did a lot of blending with those two shades to create this purpley kind of color, and I really like it. This color is so pretty. Ooh, that's very pretty. I feel like this look looks a lot more purple than I thought. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of glitter glue for the center, because I do find that some of Oden's Eye shimmers tend to crease on me a little bit because I have hooded eyelids, so I just want to help it stick down. You definitely don't have to go in with the glitter glue. It's definitely preference, but I'm just putting a tiny bit just to help those shadows not crease on me. This is the shade Bright, and I'm gonna pop Bright right in the center here. Oh, that's such a beautiful shade. Wow. I wasn't planning on doing a halo kind of eye today, but I just felt like this look kind of called for one the way that it was going, so I'm not mad at it. This eye look actually looks a lot better than I thought. I love it. I'm gonna do a quick little wing with this Made by Mitchell liner. I love this gel liner. I am a gel liner girl now because of this. This is in the shade Dark Hour. When I tell y'all, this makes wing liner so easy. I feel like if you find yourself kind of struggling with wing liner, this is pretty easy, and it just glides on to the eye. But it's just so easy. I just put on a little bit of the Colfi Tubing Mascara. I love this mascara. Just gonna do a little bit of makeup prep. This is my Naturium Multi-Peptide Moisturizer. Taking my Rhode Glazing Milk. Love, love, love this. Almost time for a restock. Oh, the skin is just looking so healthy and so glowy. I love it. Don't have a new foundation, but I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. Next up, I have this product right here from Natasha Denona. This is the High Sculpt Liquid Bronzer. This is a serum-infused liquid bronzer that gives skin an ultra-blurred, natural matte finish, and it's water-resistant, and it has all-day wear. One thing about this product, I have to say, is I definitely feel like we need more shades in the line. This is very interesting because it does not have an applicator. It has a pump. I did pick up a new brush from BK Beauty. This is the 115 brush. So I'm gonna use this. This is a smaller version of their viral, what is it? The Viral 101 brush. So it's like even smaller to get in there. So y'all know I love me some BK Beauty brushes. Love me some BK Beauty. Oh gosh, probably put on too much. So we're just gonna work fast. It does claim to be a self-setting formula. So I'm trying to work this in to the skin. But your girl put on a little bit too much. So the shade that I have is Fling. This is the deepest shade in the line. So like I said, we absolutely need more shades in this formula for sure. I'm just gonna take my sponge and kind of go over this. This is the downside of having a pump, because you could pump out too much product and then you have some product that is wasted, whereas if you had like a doe foot or something, you could just apply what you need. But with the pump, you can't really measure how much you're gonna want. I definitely think this is a really good formula. I've tried this a few times the past couple of days and I really like it. I just definitely feel like we need more shades in the line because, hello, Natasha, you're a makeup artist. As far as the self-setting, I don't feel like it's a hard formula to blend where you have to work really fast, but because it's self-setting, you want to work at a decent pace, if that makes sense. Before I go in with some concealer, we have a new curve case from Made by Mitchell. This is in collaboration with his best friend, Holly. I picked up quite a few items from this collection. Oh my gosh, now that I just said that, I completely forgot I also picked up the brush set that came in this collection. This is a really cute brush pouch. It comes with 4 different brushes, and honestly, you can use these brushes for whatever you want. There's nothing on here that says what these are intended for. I want to go in with this one. This is the H2 brush, since we're going to go in with the curve case. I was very skeptical to pick this up because I felt like this was on the lighter side, and having it in person, I still feel like it's on the lighter side. I don't really know how this is going to look on deeper complexions. I do want to go in with this color. A lot of these shades in here are meant to be like bronzers, and okay, that is light. Okay, that is light. Yeah, that color definitely not going to work. Going with the red color. Let's take the red color. Definitely not a color I wanted to go in with this look, but let's try it out and see. Definitely not the blush color I wanted to use for this look. The Curve Kiss formula is very buildable, and this is a really pretty red kind of shade, but I'm a little like, how many shades in this Curve Case can I actually use? I could mix some of these colors together to like create custom shades if I wanted to. I mean, the red definitely shows up. I know a lot of the shades they say is supposed to be more like blush bronzer kind of shades, but honestly, I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of these for the face. For the lips, I can definitely see myself using this curve case. I don't really know. We'll say, I really like this brush. It's actually pretty dense, but it does a great job at blending out creams. I do have a new setting powder, but I am going to go in with some concealer first. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I just forgot about a product. I have so many products that I forgot about, but I'm going to blend this out first because it does dry pretty quickly. I have another new brush I picked up from BK Beauty. This is the 114 brush. As I blend, I'm going to explain this. So this is a double-sided brush. So one side is for your creams and your liquids. The other side that's facing y'all is for your powders to set everything down. I love that because this brush is inspired by this one from the Nikki LaRose collab. She came out with a double-sided brush in her collection, and I love it because you literally get 2 brushes in one. I think that's so cool and so innovative. Also, this blends out my concealer perfectly. I also feel like with this brush, you can cover a lot of surface area too and blend out your concealer very quickly. There's one more brush in their line that I don't own that I definitely want to get my hands on. I don't know if y'all have seen, but Morphe came out with more new products. Your girl had to pick up a few things from the new collection. This is the micro contour stick. So I picked up mine in the shade Balance. So I'm going to use this for my nose contour. That's literally the only reason why I bought this, because I wanted something I can use for nose contour. I feel like I should have done this before I did my concealer, but I have so many products in front of me that I cannot keep up. I cannot keep up with all the products I have. That blended out fairly easy. So if you're looking for something like this, I think you're really gonna enjoy this. It blends like butter. When I first saw these, I thought this was like an eyeshadow stick, because that's what it low-key looks like. But nope, it's a mini contour stick. And I'm very happy. Oh, that might have been too much. Very happy that they came out with that. Definitely might have been too much. That actually did a really good job at contouring the nose. I like this product. And I'm telling y'all, whoever's on Morphe's product development team needs a raise. New setting powders. Now, I am beyond excited for this right here from Fenty. This is the new Bright Fix Instant Brightening and Blurring Setting Powder. I've already tried these. These are new from Makeup Revolution. These are their new baking setting powder. They changed the packaging and they made them talc-free. And spoiler alert, they're beautiful. They're blurring. They look really good. I've been wearing these all week, but I just got my hands on this right here from Fenty, and I got the shade Banana, so I am in the market for a nice brightening setting powder. I personally don't use pressed powders to set my under eyes. I like to use them for brightening powders. So a part of me really wants to go in with this first. We're gonna do one side with this, and then I'm also gonna put on the Bright Fix powder just to see, and then on the other side I will set with the Fenty powder. So I'm gonna go in with the translucent shade. This is a very affordable powder. It's $9. Definitely have to say, for a drugstore setting powder, this just might be my favorite. I have not had a favorite drugstore setting powder in years, but the way that this sets and blurs, this is definitely favorite material, because look at this. It's so blurring. Every brand is coming out with a talc-free powder, and I'm telling you, the more that these brands come out with talc-free powders, the better they get, okay? They are perfecting talc-free powders. Oh my gosh, look at that blur. They are perfecting talc-free powders. We just gotta give these brands a second to get it together. I know a lot of people are not happy about talc-free powders, but I'm telling you, please give these brands a chance, because the more new talc-free powders we get, the better they are. Like, look at this powder. You cannot tell me that that did not do a great job at blurring this side of my face. I'm also gonna kind of bake with it a little bit because it is a baking powder. I'm just gonna go in with my Rare Beauty Powder Puff on a clean side. Let's flip this side and make sure we are not creasing. This is kind of like a little spin-off from the Invisimatte powder. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let's see. Wow, that gave me a lot of brightness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I'm trying to like blend this in, because that gives a ton of brightness. Wow. Wowza. Wow, that is very blurring though. Wow. That gives a lot of brightness. Oh my God, I am so happy. I am a very happy girl, because this is what I've been looking for in a pressed powder. Look at that blur, and it's not glowy. Thank you, Fenty. Let me grab one of these brushes from Mitchell and just kind of go over this area right here, just to kind of like blend that in. Wow, that gives you brightness. It says it's an ultra fine pressed powder that extends foundation and concealer wear all day. It's brightness in a compact that wakes up your face. It has a range of shades that gives all skin tones life. instantly. The blurring grip powder technology smooths and blurs for a soft focus finish. It locks in makeup and adheres to skin for sweat and humidity resistant wear. This powder too is very, very good. You can definitely see the difference. This side of my face is not bright at all, but it is set. It looks really good, but this side has a ton of brightness. I want to go in with a little bit of this Fenty. Let me tap off the extra because I went in with a lot on this side. So I'm going to go in on the Revolution side just to add brightness how I initially would like to wear this powder and see what it does for me. Okay, let's add a little more because it is a very nice brightening powder. Yeah. I fear that Fenty ate with this powder. I like how this side looks better than the powder on its own. I just feel like the Fenty powder just blurred and smoothed out my skin even more than what the Revolution powder did. This side looks really good, but I feel like this side looks perfected. I know what I'm about to do. I'm going to take the Revolution powder on this side. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to add a tiny little bake here and just dust it away. Just gonna kind of like even both sides out. Wow, I love both of these powders. Both of these powders are so good. Oh my gosh, my under eyes look insane. Insane. I also feel like the Fenty pressed powder gives pigment too. They even have a pink pressed powder that I want to get my hands on. I think I just might go back and get that pink pressed powder as well. I'm going to take one of these Dior blushes, but I want to go in with the Dior Berry Blush. I'm just going to take a little bit of the Dior powder. Wow. I love this blush from Dior as well. It's so pretty. All this new makeup that's been coming out lately has just become favorites of mine, and I love it. Like, look at this. It looks so good. I'm gonna take what's left of the Fenty on this. Also, this mole grew. It's like it grew overnight. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer to set. We have another new powder. This one is from LYS. This is a multitasking formula that works as a setting powder, bronzer, and highlighter in one, adding natural luminosity to the skin with a soft focus finish. I've heard a lot of people say that this is similar to the Hourglass powder. So I have mine in the shade Strength. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. So I'm just going to take a little on this brush from the Made by Mitchell & Holly set. This is the H3 brush. Very precise brush. And I'm just going to take some here. Hold on, let's grab some. Let's put some here and see what it does. If it does anything. A little dusting here. Let's put some here. I don't know if I see it doing anything, honestly. Let me swatch this so I can get the shade. It's a lot deeper of a color. So putting it as highlighter, I don't think that works. I don't really know. I mean, up here, I do see it giving a little bit of glow to the skin. It's not really doing a lot that I would say. I feel like it's definitely adding a tiny bit of glow. It's marbled, so it kind of does remind me of Hourglass. I feel like it does give a little bit of sheen. It's nothing extra. I don't know. I don't really feel like it's doing too much for me, to be honest. Another item from the Made by Mitchell Holly Pop collection. They have this highlighter palette called Three's a Crowd. I want to go in with this shade called Gloaming. I used this the other day and I was blown away by it. So I'm going to use the other side of this brush here. And we're going to put some on the cheek. Look at that, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see Mitchell coming out with highlighters again because he has not come out with a highlighter in a very long time. It is a little bit on the glittery side, but I feel like this color just makes a beautiful blush topper. That's very pretty. I can definitely see myself using the shade a lot. We are almost done. This is another item from Made by Mitchell. This is the Paloma's Home kit. So in this kit, you get 4 different items. You get a blush lights in the shade When I'm Gone. You get a lip liner in the shade Cat Mom, a matte lipstick in the shade Paloma, and then you also get a Beam lip gloss. This is in the shade Gloaming. This shade is supposed to match this highlighter shade here. I have tried this lip combo already, and I love it. This lip combo is so different for me. I fell in love. It's a lot more pinky. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. I'm not gonna use this blush lights in the shade When I'm Gone, but I will swatch it for you so you can see. It's a really pretty orangey highlight. I definitely will be using this whenever I go on with an orange blush. Going in with the Cat Mom lip liner. This is a brown lip liner, but it has a hint of red in it, which I really like. Look at this color. So pretty. Very different from anything that I go for. Yeah, and let's just fix it up. This in itself I'm already obsessed with, but wait till you see the Beam gloss. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. This lip combo is so pretty. They did an amazing job with this kit, and it's so different for me too. It's a little bit more pinky than I would go, but this is very pretty. I don't know if it goes with this eye look per se. My eye look is a lot more purple than I was going for. I was going for more pink to match everything else I had going on, but I still think it's very pretty. I went and added a little bit of a darker liner on top of the Cat Mom liner. The lip combo wasn't going with the eye looks. I wanted to darken it a little bit just to kind of get it to go a little bit better. So I just used the H&B Cosmetics lip liner in the shade 8. Last but not least, I have this setting spray from Tier. This is the Mass Fit Makeup Fixer. It says it has a long-lasting blurring effect and a moist finish. Nice mister. This spray went so viral before, so I'm excited to try it. That is a nice mister. Don't inhale it, please. Oh my god. Do not inhale this spray. That is a really nice mister. Let's do a speed recap on my thoughts on the products that I tried in today's video. Starting off with the eyeshadow palette, at first I was a little bit on the fence about it because this particular palette does lean more on the lighter side, but I was able to make it work. I ended up with a pretty dark look today. I enjoyed playing around with this palette. I love Odin's Eye. They're one of my favorite indie brands. I love their eyeshadow formula. Shadows are super blendable. I love all of the shimmer shades and the multi-chromes, and it's just great. I love Odin's Eye, and if you have not tried them, they have a ton of palettes and so many to choose from. I'm telling you, you're bound to find one that you're going to absolutely love. Natasha Denona Liquid Bronzer. I love the formula of this. We definitely need more shades. I feel like this package would have thrived if it had a doe foot. I feel like this is the perfect package for a doe foot. We just unscrew it, pops out your doe foot, you're good to go. The pump doesn't really make sense for me as like an everyday consumer, but as a makeup artist, I understand why there's a pump because you can just pump it out onto a palette. It's a lot more sanitary to use on different clients. So I do understand it from a makeup artist perspective, but as like an everyday makeup consumer, it's just a little bit of an extra step to have to pump it on the back of your hand and then apply it rather than it having an applicator and just applying it to the face. So that could be a deal breaker for some, but I get it from a makeup artist standpoint. These setting powders from Makeup Revolution, I absolutely love these. Like I said, these are a reformulation, and they did change the packaging to where you can actually dump the powder into the cap and then use it. One thing I did notice with that though is you will have leftover powder in your cap, and then you will have to take that cap and pour it back into here, because I made the mistake of just doing this and all the powder went everywhere that was in the cap. I was just moving a little bit too fast, but that is just something to keep in mind. Even though they changed the packaging, I feel like they definitely could have put it in a standard, normal container for setting powder. It is an improvement from what they had previously. The LYS pressed powder, it really isn't anything revolutionary for me personally. I feel like it did give me a little bit of a lit from within glow, but it wasn't anything where I was like blown away or I felt like I needed to have this product in my collection. Honestly, this is a product you don't need in your collection. If you've been wanting to try an Hourglass powder and you want something similar that does give you that lit from within glow, then you might really like this product. And as LYS claims, it is a multitasking pressed powder. Speaking of pressed powders, I have to say this right here is probably one of my favorite products I tried today. Fenty did their big one with this powder. I have been in the market for a talc-free brightening pressed setting powder, something that I can use to give me that brightness, because y'all know I like to use powder foundations to do that, but it doesn't always quite get my makeup how I want it to look. But this is the key right here. Made by Mitchell curve case. Unfortunately, I just don't know if this is gonna be a curve case I'm gonna reach for all the time. I think I might give this to my mom. This curve case would work perfectly for her. The red worked perfectly, but I just feel like all of the other shades are not shades I can use on the face. I can possibly use them on the lips, but I'd rather give this curve case to my mom, who will get more use out of this all over the face. Y'all know I still love my Made by Mitchell. I still love the curve case formula. There's just not that many shades in here for deeper complexions, honestly. You can mix and match these shades to create your custom color. Love these brushes. I used 3 out of the 4. 3 that I did use, they worked perfectly. My favorite brush in this set has to be this one that I used for the cream blush. That did a great job at blending out my cream blushes, and I also love how cute these brushes look. I love these. Also, the lip kit I really enjoyed. I think it's so beautiful. Like I said, I had to deepen it up a little bit just for it to go with the eye look, but I love this, and I think I only paid like $20 for this whole kit, and you get 4 items in here. That is good. Can't really say the wear on this spray, but I love the mister. Don't inhale it. Don't inhale it. I tried a lot of products today, almost forgot. The Morphe contour stick, love this for nose contour. So this is really great. You can use this anywhere on the face. The Ola Henriksen lip treatment, love the peach scent, perfect for summer. If you have not tried it and you want to try one, either get this one or the strawberry. Those are my top 2. Those are the 2 that I recommend checking out. All of them are good, but those are my 2 favorite flavors. Now I think that is everything new that I tried today. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know this one was super long. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the fam. I would love to see you here again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.